Andrew, I'm quite excited to be speaking to you today. We're well aware that when it comes to the private equity space in South Africa, like any other place in the world, it's been a tumultuous 2 years. But from an RMB Ventures point of view, what are we seeing at the moment and what's the environment like, specifically when it comes to growth opportunities in South Africa?
We are actually coming out of the last 2 years very excited about South Africa. We think there are some potentially great opportunities, and as a country we have all the capabilities to execute and to grasp these growth opportunities. So if I think about a couple of things, the infrastructure, the noise that government are making around infrastructure spend, for example, we think is very encouraging. If they manage to implement some of the reform in a very sensible fashion, the multiplier effect on job creation, foreign investment, and then us being able to support and play into the businesses and the ecosystem that supports that infrastructure growth, we think will be phenomenal. And we're already invested, for example, in a business in that space called ISG or Rockler and Technicrete, which are the sort of sub-brands there. What we also have as a country is we have amazing entrepreneurs and we have the ability to innovate. What these entrepreneurs and innovators really need is they need a market. And as Africa as a whole, we have that market, and they need capital. And we can provide the capital part of it and some of the guidance, etc., as can many other investment firms. But we're excited that we have that capability. I think the third thing is what would be great is to use the technology, the exponential technology change globally at the moment to solve African problems. So how can we solve our healthcare, our education problems using technology? And there are great examples of that already. One offshore being Udemy, which is an online organization that has thousands of courses that are available to anyone with a smartphone or a laptop or an internet connection. Another example locally would be a business called Vula Mobile, which connects primary healthcare workers with specialists in hospitals and creates an opportunity for them to diagnose problems which they ordinarily would have to have sent a patient to the cities to do. So yes, we're actively looking for companies to invest in. We're very excited about South Africa at the moment. Yeah,
this is quite exciting and refreshing to hear, especially as you highlight the growth opportunities and growth being a key focus. But we mentioned the word growth, but help us understand and unpack how you actually go about supporting growth.
So growth is not just about capital and providing capital. For us, growth, and we're a purpose-led organization, and our purpose as RMB Ventures is to empower our management teams, businesses, and our own teams to achieve their full potential. And I think that's really what we provide as well, is in addition to capital, we bring a toolkit which we offer to management. And that toolkit can consist of anything from from strategic advice to incentive structures. We try and unlock the FirstRand network and our network of our ecosystem of experts to find the best possible solution for these management teams in terms of their growth journey and unlocking their full potential.
Yeah, that's quite exciting and really does speak to, I guess, the pockets of opportunity and growth that we're identifying here. But if we take a closer look and deep dive as to where you're seeking opportunities, which sectors of the South African economy would you say are best positioned for growth at the moment?
So we prefer to think about the South African economy. We think there's opportunities in all sectors.
Sure.
So what we look for is we look for management teams that are trying to solve problems for their customers. And those management teams that are solving those problems, relentlessly focusing on those customers and doing that and adding value to those customers' lives. So we're fairly agnostic when it comes to industries. More specifically, I guess, resources and the service industry around resources. We have amazing resources in this country. Agriculture and agri-tech, we think there's opportunities there, but I really wouldn't want to narrow it down to a couple just like that. I mean, there are lots of opportunities in different sectors.
Sounds like it's quite broad. Where there's purpose, surely profit and maybe deal flow will follow.
Hopefully.
Indeed.